There comes a point where, honestly, you can no longer blame luck. You've met different people in different places at different stages of your life. Yet somehow the outcome feels, well, familiar. The same emotional distance, the same slow disappointment, the same feeling that really you invested more than you received. At first you tell yourself it was just the wrong person. Then, it happens again and again. This is where most people stop asking questions, because, frankly, the real answer is uncomfortable. The pattern isn't following you. You are carrying it. Not consciously, not intentionally, but psychologically. Your nervous system has been trained by your past to recognize certain emotional environments as normal. And, without even realizing it, you keep choosing what feels normal, even when it leads to the same outcome. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness, because once you see it, you can finally change it. Your nervous system chooses familiarity, not what is healthy. So, your brain is built for survival, not happiness. Survival, well, it really depends on recognizing patterns. Once your nervous system learns what connection feels like, it actually begins seeking that same emotional experience again and again. If emotional distance was familiar early in your life, then, distance now feels normal. If you had to work hard to gain approval, you may feel drawn to people who make you prove yourself over and over. And if connection felt uncertain, certainty may feel, well, unfamiliar. This happens automatically. You don't think your way into it. You feel your way into it. So, a practical example is, well, initial attraction. When you meet someone who is emotionally stable and consistent, you might feel calm, but, not exactly excited. Meanwhile, someone unpredictable can trigger this intense interest. That intensity, it's not really compatibility. It's actually recognition. Your nervous system, it's just recognizing something it has felt before. You are not choosing the person. You are choosing the emotional experience. Most people believe they choose partners based on personality, values, or appearance. But in reality, emotional familiarity plays a much stronger role. You're drawn to how someone makes your nervous system feel, not just how they look or what they say. This is why, two people can meet the same individual and have completely different reactions. One feels calm and secure, while the other feels anxious and attached. The difference isn't the person at all. It's actually the internal conditioning of the observer. To apply this, just start paying attention to emotional patterns instead of surface traits. After spending time with someone, ask yourself one question. Do I feel calm and clear, or restless and uncertain? Your nervous system, well, it tells the truth before your mind does. Your reactions are shaped by emotional memory, not present reality. When someone pulls away, delays communication, or becomes emotionally distant, your reaction may feel immediate and intense. That reaction is not just about the present moment. It is about what that moment represents. It represents every similar emotional experience stored in your nervous system. Your brain connects the present to the past instantly. This is why the emotional response can feel disproportionate. The reaction carries the weight of accumulated memory. Breaking this pattern requires slowing down your response. When you feel the urge to chase, confront, or withdraw, pause. Allow the initial emotional surge to settle. So, this creates separation between past conditioning and present reality. Over time, this pause, it weakens the automatic cycle. You repeat the pattern because, honestly, it reinforces your internal identity. Every person carries an internal identity shaped by experience. It may be the identity of the one who gets overlooked, the one who must prove himself, or, the one who never fully receives what he gives. This identity operates beneath awareness, and honestly, your behavior aligns with it. If your identity expects emotional disappointment, you may unconsciously tolerate situations that confirm that expectation. Not because you want pain, but, because confirmation feels consistent. Consistency feels safe, even when it limits you. Changing your life, it really does require updating your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who endures emotional instability. And then you begin seeing yourself as someone who honestly requires stability. Your standards shift, and your tolerance changes. And the pattern loses its foundation. The pattern breaks when your awareness becomes stronger than your conditioning. You do not break the cycle by finding different people. You break it by changing your response to familiar emotional situations. When you feel drawn to emotional distance, you recognize it instead of chasing it. When someone shows inconsistency, you step back instead of investing more. When stability appears, you allow yourself to accept it instead of questioning it. These small decisions interrupt the automatic program. This is not about becoming cold or detached. It is about becoming conscious. You stop operating from emotional memory and, you start operating from awareness. The responsibility is uncomfortable, but it gives you control. Blaming luck removes responsibility, but it also removes control. Recognizing your role in the pattern gives you the ability to change it. You are not broken. Your nervous system adapted to your environment. It learned what it needed to learn to protect you. But, protection and growth are not the same thing. Growth begins when you recognize that the pattern is not happening to you. It is happening through you. And once you see it clearly, you stop repeating it without realizing it. If this gave you insight into patterns you've experienced for years, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and share this with someone who needs to see the truth.